Lots of news on a lot of upcoming phones, including the Redmi 8, the Redmi Note 8, the Redmi Note 8 Pro, the Vivo IQ. But first, it looks like Huawei have had a bit of good news. Good news and bad news, I guess. So according to Reuters, Huawei have just got an extension to the Reprieve they got following a ban from doing business with American companies. So as we know, American companies were banned from doing business with Huawei until an extension was granted to that ban so that those companies could continue to service existing contracts. That extension was due to expire on August the 19th, leaving Huawei in a really difficult position, but it looks like that has now been extended for another 90 days. That's really important for Huawei because they have their new absolute ultimate flagship series, the Mate series, launching next month. The Mate 30, Mate 30 Pro, and presumably a Mate 30X, which is a bigger device, will be launched in Germany next month. And there's been a ton of questions whether those will come with Android or new Harmony OS. The phones have been registered already and look to be coming with Android, but if Google couldn't do business with Huawei, then this is a really big problem. But it looks like Huawei have had a reprieve for now. Short term, it means that we know we're getting Android on these devices. Long term, things are just really still very unclear. Huawei are not going to want to live by these 90-day extensions, and long term, it's just not possible for a company that big to rely on the fate of extension decisions to bans. So good news short term, but long term, things are still really unclear as to what Huawei is going to do for a reliable mobile platform. And Redmi are about to release a lot of phones. We have the Redmi 8, the Redmi Note 8 series coming up. So the Redmi 8 is a new version of the Redmi 7. It looks to be coming with a bigger battery, a 5,000 mAh battery compared to a 4,000 mAh battery on the previous model, with 10-watt charging, 6.2-inch screen, that will be LCD. This is a budget phone, this one. It has been registered. We've got some images of that device. It will have a fingerprint sensor on the back, a main camera with probably a depth sensor. Then we have the Note series from Redmi, the Redmi Note 8 and the Redmi Note 8 Pro. Lots of rumors about these and some renders based on leaks. Xiaomi have already leaked, actually, the workings of one of the Note models. One of those models will come with a brand new 64 megapixel sensor, possibly both models, as yet we don't know. Rumored to have MediaTek chips inside, but again, that's not confirmed. The Redmi Note 7 and 7 Pro both had 48 megapixel camera sensors last time around, so expect both probably could have the new 64 megapixel camera sensor from Samsung. Bearing in mind that the Note 7 and Note 7 Pro were released 6-7 months ago, we can't expect too much different except for that improved camera, a slightly improved design. The camera units being moved from the side, which they were in the previous models, now looking like they're going to be in the center. Everything will become clearer next week, definitely, because these models are being released very soon. And the Vivo IQ Pro 5G version might not get a lot of hype outside of China, this one. It's a gaming phone from Vivo, and they've really just put all the top specs in this phone. You've got a Snapdragon 855 Plus, UFS 3.0 storage, 4,500 mAh battery with 44-watt fast charging, an OLED screen, a couple of cameras at the back, and now we know the price. So you can get the 8GB version in China for 4,500 RMB. That makes it a lot more expensive than the current crop of previous flagship models from Chinese manufacturers. If you look at the Xiaomi Mi 9, it's about 3,000 RMB. You don't usually pay more than that for a Snapdragon 855 device from these Chinese brands here in China, but the iQOO is more expensive. It's a 5G phone. I know iQOO want to push boundaries with their brand, but it seems like for that brand, this is a little bit expensive, and I'm not sure that many people are going to take this up just because it has 5G. Most people, when they're playing games, probably going to play on Wi-Fi anyway. All right, more news to come, more information on the Redmi range when they do get released. That's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.